Imagine a journey that changed the course of history forever. July 16, 1969, a date etched in the annals of history. The world holds its breath as a colossal Saturn V rocket ignites, sending humanity on an unprecedented journey. The preparation for this mission was meticulous, involving countless hours of training and simulations. Welcome to Apollo 11, the first moon landing, a journey through history. Today we delve deep into the epic saga that saw mankind take its first giant leap onto the lunar surface. We will explore the astronauts' experiences, the scientific experiments they conducted, and the profound impact of the moon landing on science and society. But before we witness that historic moment, we must first understand the era that shaped it. It was the height of the Cold War, a period of intense rivalry between the two global superpowers, the United States and the Soviet Union. Military dominance was not enough. The frontier of space became the ultimate arena for a new kind of battle, a battle for scientific supremacy, prestige, and power. In 1957, the Soviet Union shocked the world by launching Sputnik 1, the first artificial satellite to orbit Earth. Just 4 years later, Soviet cosmonaut Yuri Gagarin became the first human to travel into space. These milestones sent shockwaves through the United States, triggering what became known as the space race. The stakes couldn't have been higher, but amidst this geopolitical tension, there was something else. A human desire to explore the unknown, to push the boundaries of what was possible. In 1961, just months after Gagarin's historic flight, US President John F. Kennedy stood before the nation and laid down an audacious challenge. In a speech at Rice University, he boldly declared, with these words, Kennedy committed the United States to a goal that seemed unimaginable, a crude landing on the moon before the decade was out. The Apollo program was born, igniting a sense of national pride and determination. Meeting Kennedy's challenge was no small task. NASA's engineers and scientists worked tirelessly, developing technologies and systems that had never been conceived before. At the heart of this effort was the Saturn V rocket, the most powerful rocket ever built. Standing at an awe-inspiring 363 feet, this behemoth was a technological marvel, capable of generating 7.6 million pounds of thrust. But the rocket was just one part of the equation. NASA also had to develop the Apollo spacecraft, which would consist of 3 modules, the command module, the service module, and the lunar module, which would eventually carry astronauts to the moon's surface. The morning of July 16, 1969 was clear and calm at Kennedy Space Center. Hundreds of thousands of spectators gathered to witness history in the making, and millions more around the globe tuned in on their televisions. The astronauts aboard Apollo 11 were not just men, they were pioneers. Neil Armstrong, the mission commander, would go down in history as the first human to set foot on another world. Buzz Aldrin, the lunar module pilot, would follow close behind. And Michael Collins, the command module pilot, would remain in lunar orbit, ensuring the safe return of his crewmates. As the countdown reached 0, the engines roared to life and the Saturn V lifted off the launch pad. It was the beginning of a historic odyssey, a journey that would take humanity further than ever before. Once in orbit, Apollo 11 began its 3-day journey to the moon. It was a voyage filled with awe and wonder as the astronauts looked back at the shrinking Earth, a fragile blue dot in the vastness of space. Yet, despite the beauty of the moment, the mission was fraught with challenges. Every maneuver had to be executed with precision. In space, there was no room for error. The astronauts depended entirely on the systems and technology on board, as well as the support of NASA's mission control on Earth. One of the most critical moments came when the spacecraft approached the moon. The crew had to execute a precise burn of the service module's engine to enter lunar orbit, ensuring that they could carry out their mission. On July 20th, 1969, after days of travel and preparation, the time had come for the next pivotal step, the separation of the lunar module from the command module. Named Eagle, The lunar module carried Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin, leaving Michael Collins alone in lunar orbit aboard the command module Columbia. As the Eagle descended towards the moon, the world watched with bated breath. Inside the module, Armstrong and Aldrin faced unexpected challenges. A series of computer alarms flashed as they approached the surface, and fuel levels were critically low. With only seconds to spare, Armstrong took manual control of the landing and guided the module away from a boulder-strewn area. At 2017 UTC, the world heard the words it had been waiting for. A collective sigh of relief, followed by cheers of joy, resonated across the globe. The Eagle had landed on the lunar surface in an area known as the Sea of Tranquility. But the momentous occasion was far from over. A few hours later, Neil Armstrong descended the ladder of the lunar module, and with the entire world watching, took his historic first step on the moon. His words would forever be etched in time. Armstrong's words captured the essence of the moment, a triumph not just for the United States, but for all humanity. Shortly after, Buzz Aldrin joined Armstrong on the surface, describing the landscape as magnificent desolation. Together they conducted scientific experiments, collected samples and planted the American flag, a symbol of the achievement, but also of the collaborative effort that made it possible. The monumental first steps on the moon remain a testament to human ingenuity and the boundless possibilities of exploration. After spending approximately 21 hours on the lunar surface, Armstrong and Aldrin returned to the lunar module and prepared for the journey home. They rendezvoused with Michael Collins in lunar orbit, and the three astronauts began their victorious return to Earth. Their re-entry and splashdown in the Pacific Ocean marked the triumphant completion of the Apollo 11 mission. The crew was welcomed back as heroes, but the significance of their journey transcended national pride, symbolizing hope and victory for all humanity. The legacy of Apollo 11 endures to this day. It wasn't just about landing on the moon, it was about proving that when humanity sets its mind to a goal, no matter how impossible it may seem, it can be achieved. The mission inspired generations of scientists, engineers and dreamers. Today, as we look toward Mars and beyond, we stand on the shoulders of the giants who came before us, the men and women of Apollo 11. Their spirit of exploration and discovery continues to inspire us all. As we gaze up at the moon, let us remember that Apollo 11 was not just a moment in history, but a reminder of what we as a species can achieve. Thank you for joining us on this journey through history. If you enjoyed this exploration of Apollo 11, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell icon for more captivating content. What will be the next giant leap for mankind?